Hi everybody, Di Garling with you today from down under in Australia. Today I have a mixed media tag that I've made for Lindy's Stamp Gang using some of the lovely sprays and embossing powders, and I've based it on the May mini challenge over at More Than Words Challenge blog. This is the tag I've made in lovely shades of greens and purples using Lindy's spray. So let's get started. I first of all started off by using some modelling paste or texture paste, whichever you wish to call it, and a stencil on my tag, and then I've dried that off. Okay, next up I applied some water. This is just something I like to do to blend my colours, and I've started off with some Pop Rock Purple Lindy Stamp Gang spray, and I'm just brushing that on. I like to brush my colours on as opposed to spraying them. I find I'm more in control. Then I'm going to dry that off, and I'm now going to add some seagrass green Lindy spray. Just blob it on, and then I use a little bit of water to blend it, and also that lightens it a little bit too. Okay, now I'll dry that coat off. Now I'm going to put some more of the mauve one on, because I want to build up the layers of colour. And I've also added a bit of the teapot purple as well, because that's just that little bit darker. So I've used the two purples, Pop Rock Purple and Teapot Purple. And I'm going to now add a bit of sea mint green, because it's just a little bit darker than the seagrass green. So I've added the two greens and I've used the two purples and some water to blend those. Pardon me. Now I'll dry that off. Yeah, happy with that. Four lovely colours that go beautifully together. I'll list the colours at the end, which you can then find on the Lindy's Stamp Gang site. Now I'm going to use a 49 and Market stamp there, and I'm going to stamp some butterfly images, which I'm then going to heat emboss with Lindy Stamp Gang Orbit Olive Gold. Gorgeous colour. It's got a hint of green and gold in it. Really soft, pretty, subtle colour. I'll do an extra one just in case, because I'm not sure how many butterflies I'm going to need. And then I'm sprinkling my Orbit Olive Gold embossing powder on. And now I'll heat set those. It's a beautiful colour, this, and when you see it in real life, it's so soft and subtle. Next up, I'm going to brush some sea mint green Lindy spray onto those butterfly images. Sea mint green, one of my favourite greens in the Lindy's range. Now just brushing some colour on very, randomly, no skill or technique involved there. I want it to have that real messy sort of watercolour look, because watercolours are never perfect. That's just the nature of them. So I'll dry those off now, and then I'll cut some out. Okay, not sure how many I want, so I'll cut a few extras. Sorry, I've gone out of camera view there, I beg your pardon. Now I'm also going to use that sea mint green spray to spray up a couple of these die cut leaves that I'd previously cut, so that it'll match. And I'm using the teapot purple to spray this little rose spray. It was already mauve, but it was a bit too pale for what I wanted. I just wanted to intensify that colour. And these two white flowers, I've wet the centres, I've sprayed a bit of water, and now I'm brushing a little bit of the green spray into the centres. And because they're wet, that green then bleeds out, and it gives that soft, subtle look, like you don't end up just with a harsh blob in the middle. Now I'm sprinkling a little bit of glue, spreading a little bit of glue, I should say, on them, and I'm dipping them into some glitter. That way they look like expensive bought flowers instead of just some little cheapies. Obviously where the glue is where the glitter sticks. And lastly, I'm going to spray a little bit of gauze there with the sea mint green spray, so that I can add that in amongst my flowers in a moment. Sorry that sun's coming in there, it's just that time of day. Now I'm using another 49 and Market stamp here. I really like this one for the script. It's a very well-loved, well-used stamp in my collection. So just a little bit of background stamping there in a black archival ink. Very soft, I don't want it anything harsh, but it all just adds to that visual texture. And now I'm distressing the edges. Sorry, I got tongue-tied. Distress the edges, and then I've stuck that tag onto a plain mauve one. I've also got a die-cut piece that I'd previously cut out, glued that on, some sisal fibres, just to create some more texture. And then lastly, I can add those flowers. They're all dried off now. Yep, happy with that. It's all coming together nicely. The current challenge over at More Than Words Challenge blog, they do a mini challenge the last week of the month, and this month was to use the word she. So I've made this little tag, and I've used some words that I printed out. She believed she could, so she did. There we go. I'll add those in. You can see how nice those fussy cut butterflies have come out. Yeah, really pleased with those, and they don't have to be perfect. I mean, I think that's the beauty of that watercolour look. Another little butterfly there. Bow up the top. Another little butterfly there. Never have too many butterflies. And now I'll cut some of that gauze up that I previously sprayed, and I'll just poke some bits in here and there. Again, it just adds to all the nice textures. Okay, we're just about done. I'll finish off, I think, by adding some frills. Unfortunately, I'm out of gel medium, so I've just used a bit of blue, and a sprinkling of white frills will add to the textures. And I'll finish that off. I've got a few little mauve crystal beads, so I'll just glue a couple of those on. And there you go, we're all finished. Beautiful colours, lovely textures, and it's created a very nice tag. Hope you like my colour choice. I hope you like my tag, and maybe picked a little something up along the way. See my little quote there. Perhaps you might even join in with us this month over at More Than Words Mini Challenge. How nice does that butterfly look? Well, that's it. Here's the colours that I've used. You'll find them all on the Lindy's Stamp Gang website. You can access them all and order them online. So that's all from me today. Here's my blog address if you'd like to visit my blog sometime. Until next time, bye for now.